Welcome to the Den, the Dark Entertainment Network. I am the Gothic Rose, and this is a channel where the news meets conspiracy theories. It makes babies in my brain, and it comes out my mouth. If this is your type of content, be sure to like, follow, subscribe, and hit that bell, because I am not going to stop. Hello, dear fiends of the Den. I am here back talking about the Epstein files and the fact that no one is letting go of this. Now, we know that Trump asked why they were still talking about the Epstein files. Hello, why not? This was a big part of the MAGA movement and his campaign. So, of course, everyone wants to know what is happening with these files. I mean, Ghislaine Maxwell is currently serving a 20-year sentence for trafficking minors, but she apparently trafficked them to absolutely no one. And everyone over on my shorts and my TikTok saying, if I don't believe the client list exists, I'm delusional. Well, no, this is what they're telling me to believe. So how can I be delusional if it's put right in front of me? See, this is the cognitive dissonance that we have been dealing with as a country for the past decade, and it's really hard to pull together what the truth is. But now, after Pam Bondi went on Fox News and said the Epstein list was on her desk, she's now claiming that there's no Epstein client list, and this is igniting fury across MAGA and conservative media. Dan Bongino did not go to work in protest. Him and Kash Patel seem to want to resign. There's rumors out there that if Pam Bondi is not out, they will resign. And Pam Bondi just fired a major player. Why has Pam Bondi fired Joseph Terrell, the Justice Department's top ethics lawyers, along with another 35 DOJ employees connected to former special counsel Jack Smith's investigation into Donald Trump? Now, Pam Bondi also was the Attorney General of Florida, and she just dropped the Trump University case against him. So this is really odd because Joseph Terrell served as the director of the DOJ's ethics office since 2023 and advised Bondi and Deputy AG Todd Blanche, FBI Director Kash Patel on ethics rules, financial disclosures, and recusals. And his termination letter was brief and misspelled his name as Joseph. So they spelled his name Jospeh instead of Josph, Joseph. Oh my God, these people. And they gave no specific reason. So Terrell had approved Jack Smith's acceptance of $140,000 in pro bono legal services, which may have triggered this scrutiny. Now, Pam Bondi has also fired 20 plus employees who worked on Trump related prosecutions, including the January 6th Capitol riot and the Trump classified documents case. And this included career prosecutors, ethics advisors, paralegals, and public affairs staff. And these dismissals are part of this broader DOJ purge under the Trump administration with all of his loyalties and all of his craziness. So we don't know what we're going to get to at all, but let's talk a little bit more about the Republicans blocking the release of the files. So everyone's been saying over and over again, it's the Democrats that won't release the files. It has never been the Democrats that won't release the files. Most Democrats don't care if they're Democrats on it. Who actually cares? I just want to know the people. And I know that the MAGA mindset wants to know this as well. And this is a big turning point for them. And what I've been looking at online to understand a little bit of the MAGA mindset is apparently Donald Trump and QAnon and all of these people have convinced everyone that anyone who's a Democrat, anyone who's in Hollywood is an evil, satanic child abuser, trafficker. So if you are on that side of the aisle, you must be that. Meanwhile, the Republicans are pushing this theory. Fox News is pushing this theory, but the Democrats are like, no, 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 we want this too. So this happening, I swear, is going to unite America again. But on July 15th, that is today, 2025, in the middle of the night, the House Republicans on the Rules Committee voted 5-7 to block an amendment that would have forced the full House vote on releasing the Epstein files. So they won't even vote on it. They blocked the vote. The amendment, introduced by Representative Ro Khanna, Democrat of California, would have required Attorney General Bondi to publish all the Epstein-related documents on a public website. I wonder if we can get a FOIA together and have everyone in the United States request a FOIA on this. I wonder if we started a change.org petition, if we could get Trump to resign and Bondi to resign unless they release the files. I mean, not that I want J.D. Vance, but, at this point, maybe he's on the list too. But only one Republican, Representative Ralph Norman, a Republican of South Carolina, voted in favor of the release. And of course, this is sparking more backlash from MAGA voters. I have seen on TikTok people burning their red hats, people burning their pink Women for Trump hats. I mean, they're saying the abuse of children is just too much. What I did read and what I'm trying to learn from a lot of the MAGA side is the fact that anyone can accuse anyone, adults can accuse anyone of assault. And I mean, we're seeing it with harassment with the Blake Lively trial. So we're seeing how women can technically accuse. So maybe they didn't believe the rape with Eugene Carroll. Who knows? I don't know what to say about that because he was found guilty in court. So to me, he is guilty on that. But to them, all of these women coming forward saying things could have been a lie. I mean, I guess in a way, yeah, that's pretty understandable. Trump was never my kind of person, but some people like him. But here's Ghislaine Maxwell currently serving a 20-year sentence and offering to testify before Congress. And this is according to multiple anonymous sources. And she claims she was never offered a plea deal and would welcome the chance to tell the American public the truth. I'm like wondering now if the Diddy trial was a sham and a distraction from this Epstein thing that was going to break. Now, her offer comes after her appeal to the Supreme Court, arguing that she was protected by Epstein's 2008 non-prosecution agreement. And this is a claim that the DOJ has rejected. Now, literally right now, I have someone on TikTok who's always tagging me in the most relevant posts for everything that I talk about. And I just got tagged in a post about a woman named Daphne Barak. And this is all about Trump media and influence and loyalty and her political ties to Trump. Now, she was a delegate in both the 2016 and 2020 Republican National Conventions and has been photographed at Mar-a-Lago and the White House meeting with senior advisors like Jared Kushner. She's described Trump as a personal friend and has helped rally billionaires' support for him during his campaign. And she also directed the documentary Trump versus Hollywood, The Two White Houses. And this is a documentary featuring 24 Hollywood figures, and half are pro-Trump and half are anti-Trump. Really interesting. Let's find out where we can find this information and this documentary. So if you're looking to find Trump versus Hollywood, The Two White Houses, you can find it on Vimeo on demand. It is available worldwide and it runs about 1 hour and 23 minutes. It is directed by, like I said, Daphne Barak and produced by Herbal Gunasti. And it features these 24 Hollywood people and it discusses the cultural divide and political tensions during the COVID era. But back to her, this is who she spoke to. She's talking to the entertainers who have felt blacklisted in Hollywood, like Scott Baio, Christy Swanson, Dean Cain, and Kevin Sorbo, and these are people who have not been majorly famous since the 90s. She emphasized that the film is not strictly pro-Trump, but rather a social commentary on America's cultural divide, which, all right, I mean, at least she did ask pro and anti-Trump people. And she is known for her exclusive interviews with global figures from Michael Jackson to Benazir Bhutto, and has published books like Saving Amy and Struggling for One America. She owns a vast archive of filmed interviews and has positioned herself as a media bridge between celebrity culture and political discourse. And if you watched any of my haunted Hollywood history thus far, in the 1920s and the 1930s, it was all gangsters and politics in Hollywood. So go back and check out any of my haunted history, which is on pause right now while we discuss and dive into this Ghislaine Maxwell case. But her name, and this is why this is all relevant. So her name has surfaced, Daphne Barak, in discussions about the Epstein files, the DOJ leaks, and the media influence, but she hasn't been formally implicated. She sounds like the Velvet No to me, but she's out there and you kind of see her face. But her proximity to Trump and her access to conservative media figures makes her a key player in shaping these narratives, especially around all of these controversial topics. Like I said, the Velvet No, she's part fixer, part filmmaker, part political whisperer, and she is an incredibly fascinating figure behind all of this. So I'm going to check out this documentary and talk to you about it and dive in deeper. If you guys have anything to add, please let me know, because we are going deep here in the den, and this is kind of the story I have been looking for because I have been interested in it in a while. And you guys also should check out some interviews and podcasts. And I know she's on X, I am not, but check out Kirby Summers, who has written the unauthorized biography of Ghislaine Maxwell, as well as several books about Jeffrey Epstein and being a billionaire's girlfriend, shall we say. I am still saying that since any of these other women were not charged in this non-prosecution agreement from 2008, I'm not sure why Ghislaine Maxwell was. Was she here to take the fall for Trump and Epstein? And honestly, after hearing all of this with that 1 minute missing video, do you truly believe that Epstein truly now is gone? Kirby Summers seems to believe he is. My psychic third eye spidey senses are telling me otherwise. Let me know what you think in the comments. And thank you for joining me for this conspiracy theory in the den.